We have discussed about Python flavors and Python features. We have discussed Python flavors and features. We have discussed. In today's class, we are going to discuss about Python installation, then interactive mode, batch mode. Like all these, we are going to discuss. And if you are absent for the previous demos, previous classes, online team will send you the link. You can watch the demos in YouTube. Otherwise, if you join for this course, then I will send all the videos from the beginning, what all we have discussed, and the notes also I'll send to your mail IDs. And those have already registered today, definitely I'll send all the previous classes videos, and today's class video also I'm going to send. So today we are going to discuss about the Python installation. All these we are going to discuss. And in Monday's class, we are going to discuss about Python keywords, data types. So we'll see all the basics one by one we are going to discuss. And this course will be for 2 months. So within 2 months, we are going to discuss all the concepts in core Python, in advanced Python. So all these we are going to discuss. So here, while working with Python here, so latest version is 3.10.5 is the latest version that you can see in python.org. So in downloads, you can see this. Python 3.10.5 is there. This we are going to install. Old versions also we can install. I'll tell how to do that. So in my system, this Python 3.10.5 is already there. So first I should uninstall it and again we'll install this. So here first we'll do uninstall. In search I'm typing add or remove programs. Here you can see Python 3.10.5 32-bit it is showing. So here uninstall. So here uninstallation is done here. So I'm closing this. So in my system, Python is installed in D drive. So here in D drive, you can see this folder. So Python 3.10 32 is there here. So this folder, when we do uninstall, this folder also should be deleted. So but why it is there here is like whatever programs I have saved here, so they are in this location here. So whatever programs I've wrote, like the programs for the previous other batches, so they are saved here. That's why this folder is not deleted. So if folder is not deleted and if your some programs are there, then manually we can delete like this. I'm using shift delete. So here this folder is also deleted. So we can keep multiple versions in the system. Multiple versions we can install. But to avoid confusion, we are using only the latest version here. So after uninstall, then here, so in python.org, so here click on this downloads here. Like no need to select this button, click on that button, downloads. And when I click on downloads, here this button you can see here. So this button we should not click. If you click this button, it will install Python for Python 64-bit. It will install, and here you can see the list here. So Python 3.10.5 is there, and old versions are also there. Okay, so click on this version, release the Python 3.10.5, and here it is giving like this Python 3.10.5, and it is showing the features here. Like here you can see better error messages, parenthesized context managers, better typing syntax, better debugging, structural pattern matching, like match case is there. Like all these are the features. After completing core and advanced Python, so we are going to discuss like what is introduced in 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.10. All the examples we'll see, all the features we are going to discuss. So in this page, you can see here. So installer 32-bit, installer 64-bit. So Python 64-bit is recommended. Okay. So and here Python 32-bit is also there. So here I'm using a Windows 64-bit I'm using here. Windows 10 Professional 64-bit I'm using. So to know which bit we are using, right click on this PC, then properties. Right click on my computer, properties, and here we can see this. Here you can see the system type 64-bit operating system. So it is giving like this. And if you are using Windows 10 or Windows 11, you can use a 64-bit only, will use it. Windows. So Python means here we have choice. So if you want to go with 32-bit or 64-bit, you can decide. Okay, and here you can see 32-bit is there here. So yesterday I've told, in yesterday's class we have discussed what is the difference between 64-bit or 32-bit. Only memory difference will be the memory usage difference will be there. Like when we are using 32-bit Python or 64-bit Python, like the chapters are same, modules are same, functions are same, coding is same, everything is same, but only memory usage difference will be there, using of memory. So now here clicking on this, so here I'm using 32-bit. 64-bit also you can install. So it is downloading the exe file here. So exe file is downloaded. So here in downloads folder, so Python 3.10.5 is there. So exe file, application means exe file. So double click on this. run. So here it will give like this, install Python 3.10.5, 32-bit it is giving here. Okay, and here you can see install now, it is selecting some location, and here it will install ideally pip documentation, creating shortcuts, file associations, all this. So if you want to change the installation location, and if you want to select some other files, we can select customize installation. So here I'm selecting customize installation, and here you can see documentation, then pip, TCL, TK, ideally, like all these are there here. Okay, so here when we are saying about the documentation here, so if you want to install the documentation for help, like if you want to check for any module or any function, syntax, anything, documentation we can use it. Okay, and here pip is there. This is used to download the Python packages and to install Python packages. It is used. So here when we say package, it is a collection of modules. So here when we say about module, Python file or Python program is called as module. It contains variables, functions, properties. Then all these can be there here. And here you can see TCL, TK, and ideal is given here. Ideal is given. So here you can see install tkinter, and ideally you can see here. So here TCL TK means it will install tkinter. So tkinter is used to develop desktop applications or GUI applications, or it is used to install. It is used to install Windows application, develop Windows application. All these three are same only. If I say desktop application or GUI application or Windows application, all these three are same. So it is used to develop all these. Okay, and here it will install ideally also integrated development learning environment. So this is used to write the programs and to execute the programs. It is used. So we can use other IDs also, like we can use PyCharm, and we can use PyCharm, and we can use Jupyter, Spider. Many are there. Like for writing Python programs, different IDs we can use it. So, but ideally comes along with Python software. And here you can see Python test suite is there for testing the code, and all this is used. And here it will install PyLauncher also. So PyLauncher is also used to execute Python commands or Python programs we can execute. And for all users is selected next. And here you can see associate files with Python, and requires PyLauncher it is giving. So if you want to install the related Python files, this we have to use. And here you can see create shortcut for install apps. So whatever it is installing, like interactive mode, then batch mode, like ideally documentation. If you want to create shortcuts for all these, then we have to select this. And here you can say add a Python to environment variables. Okay, so here when we say add Python to environment variables, okay, so then Python path, when it is added to environment variables, then Python programs works from any location. They are executed from any location. Okay, so to work with Python programs from on any location, we are adding Python path to in environment variables in control panel. Okay, so like we can see many paths in control panel, Windows path, other softwares path we can see. Like when students learn the core Python, then students will learn about how to add a path, a class path. They will learn. Okay, and here when we are working with when we are working with this one, so here when we give like this, then Python programs will works from any location. Okay, and here you can see the location here. So here I'm deleting all these folders. These are not required. I'm deleting all the folders, including C drive. And here I'll give D drive here. Anywhere you can install. Okay, and here you can see Python 310 is given 32. So Python 310 means 3.10.5 and 32 means 32 bit. So if you install 64 bit, then Python folder name will be Python 310. It will not give 64. So it won't give 64. Okay. So here this is the this folder also we can rename. This folder name also we can change. And here if I'm giving like this, if I'm giving like this here Python 310 32 like this, okay, so we'll be knowing like which version we are using and what bit we are using, 32 bit or 64 bit. And this folder works as a Python folder, or we can say Python current working directory. Okay, so Python softwares, Python packages, whatever we install, okay, or whatever programs we write, by default they are stored in this folder. That's why we are saying Python folder or Python current working directory. So install. So here close. So after doing the installation, then here two icons will get. I'm deleting these previous icons. So after installation, go to search, and here I'm giving ideally. So when I type ideally, it is giving like this. Right click, open file location, open file location, and then here I'm giving like here you can see shortcuts are created here. So here you can see the location, like C users, del folder name. These are the folder names. But I want these on the desktop because every day we have to use these icons. Okay. So here this is interactive mode here. So in previous classes, as I said that interactive mode means every line is executed immediately and then it gives a result. So to check the features of Python, it is used. So right click on this, then send to create desktop, desktop create shortcut. And here ideally is there, batch mode. So here right click, then send to desktop create shortcut is there. This select this, clicking on this. So for documentation and other options, we'll get the shortcuts here, but only interactive mode and batch mode I'm using here. So here you can see the icons here. So here you can see interactive mode is there. I'm using interactive mode now. So here when I say interactive mode, we'll get window like this. So here clicking on this icon, here icon, control box. When I click on this icon, control box, we'll get menu like this, properties. So here I want to increase the window size here. So here I'm increasing the font size here. 36 is given. Okay. So next time the window size will be like this only. Every time no need to change. Okay. So here as I said that here we can execute the statements. Like every statement will execute immediately and then it will give the result. So here to check the features of Python, this can be used. Okay. And here when we are giving like this, here I'll say. So here we can type the statements and we can work with. So here I'm using s equal to Hyderabad is given here. So when I say s equal to Hyderabad, s is the variable Then Hyderabad is the value or string that is given here. It is the value or string which is given. And here if I say yes, then here it will gives the result here. It will give result in single quotes. In single quotations it is giving. And here I'll say print S is given here. So print S. So it is showing the value here. Value it is value it is giving. Okay. So print function we can use here. So here I'm not giving the data type for variable S. In previous class, as I said that C, C++, Java and .NET are called as strongly typed languages. Like according to the given data type, according to the given data type, the memory is according to the given data type, memory is allocated, values are stored. Okay, so we are going to use data types in the program, and those data types are called as static data types. At compilation time, whatever values we are giving, those values like whatever at the compilation time, whatever data types we are giving, the data types are assigned to the variables. Okay, and here coming to this Python, it is called as a loosely typed language. While writing the statements like this, while writing the program, we are not going to use data types. Programmer is not going to use data types. Program is going to use data types. Program or Python will assign data types to the variables. So Python data types are called as dynamic data types, because when the program is executed or when the statements are executed like this, then the data types are assigned to the variables at runtime. Okay, that's why they are called as dynamic data types. So while working with Python, no need to worry about like how much, like what data types to use, how much memory it will use, what values to store, what is the range of the values. All these don't need to worry. So in Python, no need to worry about memory management, because memory is managed automatically by Python, or program will manage. Okay. Now here if I say like this, if I want to know what is the data type of S, I am giving like this, type of S. So it is showing as a str, class str it is giving. So in Python, what all data types are there? Like fundamental data types or collection data types, all are created using a class. So data types in programming languages, they are not created with a separate mechanism, what we should not know. Okay, so we can know like what data types are used, like all these we can identify here. We can check. We can check. Okay, so here in this case, when in object-oriented programming, when I say class, okay, so class contains variables and functions, and by using a class we can create object. Object can be created using a class. Okay, so object can be called as class variable or instance of the class, copy of the class. We can say that object means it is a memory address or memory location of the class. Like all these words all these words we are will be using it. Okay, so in the beginning classes, as of now, I'm just telling only these few things, like what is a class and what is an object. In the next classes, we'll discuss in detail about object oriented programming. As I said, in advanced Python, one chapter is there, object oriented programming. Then we are going to discuss about all the concepts related to OOPS. Okay, now here I'll say a equal to 10, b equal to 5, c equal to a plus b. Okay, and here if I say print c, and if you want to know what is the data type of a or b or c, if I say like this, type of a, it is showing as class int. Okay, so now I'm using Python 32-bit software I'm using. If I'm using Python 32-bit software for A or B or C, then it will use a int 32. It will use a int 32, it will use. Okay, that int 32 it is going to use here. Int 32 it is used. Okay, so int 32 means if it is in bits. So 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. Okay. So for A, B, and C, what we have used now, it will use just 4 bytes. So internally it is int 32 only. Int means internally it is int 32. It takes 4 bytes in the memory. If I'm using a Python 64-bit software, or if you are using Python 64-bit software, if you write like this, A equal to 10, B equal to 5, C equal to A plus B like this. So for A, B, and C, it is int 64. So int 64 means for to store each value takes 8 bytes in the memory. Like that it will works. Okay. And here if I give like this, D equal to 123, 12.3, then D here if I give, and if I say type of D, it is giving as a float here. So here I'm not using data types. Data type is assigned internally to the variables, and we are seeing here. Okay. And here if I want to clear the screen here, so here I'll say import os dot system, then CLS is given here. Os dot system CLS is given. Okay. So when I say import, import is the keyword. About fundamental data types and keywords, we'll see in Monday class. In Monday's class, we are going to discuss. So tomorrow I'm not taking class. Monday class is there. Okay. And here you can see when I say import OS here, then OS dot system here you can see CLS is given here. So import is the keyword, OS is the module. In Python, many modules are there, thousands of modules are there. Okay, OS is the module, and system is there here. System CLS is given here. Like dot is given, system dot CLS is given here. The system.cls is given. So here system is a function, and CLS is argument that is given here. Okay. So when we give like this, then it will clear the screen here. And here dot we are using. Dot is called as full stop is called as member access operator. It is used to access the members in the module, like functions, variables, properties, classes, all these can be there. Now here executing this, clear screen. So if I clear the screen, what all statements that are given, they are deleted. They are deleted. Okay. And again, if I use, if I'm using, if I close this window, if I close the window like this, and again if I open it, and what all statements are given, they are clear because they are not saved in a file. Again, accessing all these will not be there, only for testing. And here we are going to execute the statements, and then we'll get the result here. Okay. And here when we are working with batch mode here, when we say batch, set of statements, we'll call it as batch. Batch means nothing but set of statements, and here we can call this so set of statements, we'll call it as a batch, or we can say it as a program. So if you want to write a program and if you want to execute, then here we can use different editors and different IDs also we can use here. So here you can see to write a Python programs, we can use Notepad, Notepad plus plus Gedit plus Nano, Gedit, IDLE, like all these are there here. All these are existing, and here you can see different IDs are there here. Like we can use a PyCharm, Eclipse, NetBeans, Atom, Sublime Text. Sublime is there, and here we can use a Spider, Jupyter. All these are there. Like uh, in Anaconda software, we have seen all these. In Anaconda software, we have seen PyCharm and Spider, Jupyter. All these are there. Like after a few classes, I'll tell how to run programs in PyCharm, how to run programs in Spider, in Jupyter. We'll see that. Okay. So advantage of IDE, integrated development environment, is it will allow you to work with multiple files, different files, not only Python files, with different files, and it will allow you to work with different projects, different applications, even different programming languages also. Okay, so if you are writing program in batch mode, then it is saved as a .py. The file is saved as .py here. File extension is .py. So here ideally is there here. I'm using double click on this. So here when I double click on ideally, it will show like this. Here also we can execute the statements. So ideally works as a two-in-one. It works as interactive mode and also batch mode. We can execute the statements and we can write programs. So here we can give like this. So here print test. So here this window, what you are seeing here, it is used to show the result. To show the result, it is being used, result of the program. Okay, so here I'll say, if I say a equal to 100, then print a I'm using like this, it will give. So here if I write like this, import os dot system cls, this is to clear the screen, but here it will not work. This will not work here. So these statements, these two statements will works in interactive mode, interactive console. Console means window. Here it is. Here it is not working here. Okay, and here when we are working with this interactive console here, so now here when we are working with ideally to write the programs, here I'll say new new file for writing program. And now here I'll write the statements in this new editor. So here I'll say print hi is given, and here I'll say s equal to variable name can be anything. I'm using variable s. So here I'll say Delhi is given. So print s, and here I'll say a equal to 100, b equal to 200, c equal to a plus b, or a into b. Instead of addition, we can perform other operations also. So print c is given, and here I'll say print by is given here. So here this is the first program. So along with some statements, I'm saying hi, bye, I'm giving here. So file save. So this is saved in this location here. Like here I'll say file 1. So if I give file 1, it is saved in D drive Python 3.10.32 folder, like Python software folder. So this folder contains all the Python files will be there. So default location that is. So after saving the file, run module we have to select. Whatever program we wrote here, whatever statements we have given, so these statements or this program will call it as a module. Python file or Python program is called as module. So here we are saying run module. So it is giving a result like this: hi, then Delhi, then 100 plus 200, 300, then by it is giving. So we can save the file in any other location, not only in Python 3.10.32. You can save in any location outside this folder. We can save. So file save as. Then here file 1, I'll select E drive. I'm selecting, or F drive. I'll select. So it is saying file 1 is there, replacing it. So now you can see this file 1 is in F drive. Python software is in D drive. This file is in this location in F drive. It is there, run. Okay. So when you are working with IDLE, you can save the file in any location, and we can run the file here. You can save the file in any location, and you can run the file here. Okay, so that possibility is there. So here you can see we are writing program in IDLE. We can save in any location, and we are running the program also. We are able to run the program in IDLE. Both we are doing here. So now we'll see how to write program in Notepad and executing it command prompt. Okay. So now I'm opening Notepad here. So here I'll give some statements. Str equal to. So here I'll say print str is given, and a equal to, here I'm using 5000. So print a. Some statements are given here. So str, then a is given variables. So here I'll save the file. File save, and I'll save this in D drive here. So in D drive I'll save the file. Here I'll say file2.py. File2.py. We are saving in D drive. So here we have to give the extension here. Otherwise, it will save as a .txt. Notepad file means .txt only. That's why extension is compulsory here. So it is saying already there, replace it. I'm replacing. I can give some other name. So, but I'm using file2. So file is saved. After the file is saved, what we should do? We have to run. But in Notepad, there is no run icon. There is no run module. If run icon is there, run module is there, then I would have clicked on that option. But those options are not there. So if I write a program in Notepad, then we have to execute it command prompt. Now moving to command prompt here. Command prompt. So now moving to D drive, D colon, and here I'll say file2.py. Like this we can execute. Or we can say Python file2.py. Like this we can run. Py file2.py. Like this we can run. So program we can execute in 3 different ways. Okay. One is directly with the file name. Another one is using python.exe file. And again we are using PyLauncher. We can use any one option. I'm saying that 3 ways, in 3 ways we can run. So python.exe is in Python 31032 folder here. Here you can see cd Python 31032 folder. So here I've typed dir. It will show the directory. So here you can see Python exe is there. So this is in Python 31032. But this python.exe will works from any location. It we can use in C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. We can use, because Python path is already given in environment variables. In environment variables, it is already given here. In environment variables, it is already given. Okay. So now here, like we'll see. This environment variables in control panel. In search, I'm typing env. In search option, I'm typing env. So it is showing edit system environment variables. Environment variables. So here you can see advanced, then environment variables. So here you can see user variables, system variables. So here we'll select user variables, path will select path. So edit. So here you can see Python 31032, Python 31032 scripts is there. In scripts also exe files are there. So exe files in scripts should work from any location. Now I'm deleting this for to test, to check. So delete. Okay, okay, okay. So here I'll close this command prompt here. Again, I'll open. So here D drive, Python file2.py. So here you can see the error message. Python is not recognized. Python.exe file is not recognized. It is saying that not there because path is deleted. Okay, closing this. Then again env I am giving edit environment variables. So here again advanced environment variables, user variables, path. Then here edit. So in edit new I am giving. So here I'll type d:\/ Python 31032 I am giving. Python 31032 I am giving here. Okay. So like at the time of installation, if you forget to select the checkbox, at the time of installation, we are getting no one checkbox. Add a Python path to environment variables. Like at the time of installation, if you forget to give the, if you forget to select the checkbox, then after installation, you can give the path manually like this. No need to uninstall and install Python. No need to do that. Okay. So manually we can add Python path like this. Like this we can add. So after giving like this, it will works. Okay. Now here command prompt. Then D drive. Here I'll say file Python file2.py. It is giving answer here. Okay. So if it is not working, like when I open new command prompt, it is working in my system. So after giving the path again, if it is not working, if you shut down the system again, if you start, it will work. Like that we can do it. Okay. So students, that's all about the installation, interactive mode, batch mode, all this. So today I'm not telling how to run programs in PyCharm or Jupyter or Spider. In next examples, we are going to discuss. Okay. So previous classes videos and today's class video, I will send to the students. Okay. Like today, I will not miss. Today, definitely, I'm going to send. So, students, please type your mail ID. Today, I'm going to send the notes and videos. So, registered students, those who have joined for this batch. So, please type your mail IDs. In chat option, please type. So, those who have not yet registered, so please register today. And today, I'm going to send the videos. I will take mail IDs from online team, and definitely I'll send the videos here. Okay. Okay, students, I'm stopping now, and Monday will continue. Monday, we are going to discuss about Python keywords, data types, like all these we are going to see in Monday's class. Okay.